Hello students, today let's go for a quick revision of carbohydrates. This is a very small topic and very important topic for competitive exam and as well as for board exams. So let us start the today's discussion in the form of questions like this. So you can see here question number 1, list out monosaccharides from above carbohydrates. So here above I gave the list of carbohydrates. Here total 24 carbohydrates are given. So now let us try to answer all these questions from the given list of carbohydrates. Question number 1, you can see here students, question number 1, list out monosaccharides from above carbohydrates. What are monosaccharides? Monosaccharides are also called as simple sugars. Okay? Monosaccharides are the simplest carbohydrates that do not undergo further hydrolysis to form simpler molecules. In simple, we can tell that monosaccharides are non-hydrolyzable carbohydrates. Clear? Now, coming to the classification of monosaccharides. Monosaccharides are further classified depending upon number of carbon atoms and depending upon the nature of the functional group present. Okay. Depending upon total number of carbon atoms present in the monosaccharide, monosaccharides are further classified as triose, which contain 3 carbon. Trioses contain 3 carbon, tetrose contain 4 carbon, pentose contain 5 carbon, hexose contain 6 carbon atoms. Another classification of monosaccharides based upon the nature of the functional group. If the monosaccharide contain aldehyde functional group, it's called as aldose. If it contain ketone functional group, it's called as a ketose. So monosaccharides with aldehyde functional group are called aldoses and with ketone functional group are called as ketoses. Now let's start our questions here. Question number 1. List out monosaccharides from above carbohydrates. You can see here all these things: glyceraldehyde, triose, erythrose, ribose, arabinose, xylose, lysose, allose, maltose, glucose, mannose, gullose, indose, galactose, thallose, fructose. All these things are example for monosaccharides. So starting from example 1 to example 16, all of them are example for monosaccharides. Right? They do not undergo further hydrolysis. So we can tell that from 1 to 16, right, are the example for monosaccharides. Next question. List out aldoses from above carbohydrates. Aldoses contain aldehyde functional group. So starting from 1 to 15, all of them are aldoses. They contain aldehyde functional group. Next question. List out ketoses from above carbohydrates. So ketose is a carbohydrate that contain ketone functional group. So example for a ketose is fructose. It contains ketone functional group. Next question. List out triose from above carbohydrate. We know that a triose contains 3 carbon atoms. Example for a triose with 3 carbon atom is glyceraldehyde. Next question. List out tetrose from above carbohydrate. A tetrose contains 4 carbon atoms. So example for tetrose, triose and erythrose are example for tetroses. Next question. List out pentoses from above carbohydrates. Pentose contain 5 carbon atoms. Example for pentoses are ribose, arabinose, xylose and lysose. Next, list out hexoses from above carbohydrates. Example for hexoses, you can see here, hexose contains 6 carbon atoms. Example for hexoses, allose, maltose, glucose, mannose, gullose, indose, galactose, thallose are example for hexoses. And all of them contain aldehyde functional group. So all these things are called as aldohexoses. Aldohexoses. And even fructose also contains 6 carbon atom, but the functional group present in fructose is a ketone. So we can call this fructose as ketohexose. Fructose is also an example for hexose. Next, list out oligosaccharides from above carbohydrates. Oligosaccharides are the carbohydrates that undergo hydrolysis to form 2 to 10 monosaccharide units. Oligosaccharides are further classified as disaccharide, trisaccharide, tetrasaccharide, depending upon number of monosaccharide units they produce upon hydrolysis. A disaccharide upon hydrolysis gives 2 monosaccharide units. The 2 monosaccharide units obtained by hydrolysis of disaccharide may be same or may be different. A trisaccharide upon hydrolysis gives 3 monosaccharide. A tetrasaccharide upon hydrolysis will give 4 monosaccharides. Now let's go for questions related to these concepts. Next question. List out oligosaccharides from above carbohydrates. So example for oligosaccharides from above carbohydrates, you can see here sucrose, maltose, lactose, raffinose, stachyose. These are the example for oligosaccharides. Next question. List out disaccharide from above carbohydrates. We know that disaccharide will undergo hydrolysis to form 2 monosaccharides. Disaccharide upon hydrolysis will form 2 monosaccharides. Example for disaccharides: sucrose, maltose, lactose are the example for disaccharides. Sucrose upon hydrolysis will give alpha glucose and beta fructose. Maltose upon hydrolysis will form alpha glucose plus alpha glucose. Lactose upon hydrolysis will form beta galactose and beta glucose. Next question. List out trisaccharide from above carbohydrate. Example for trisaccharide is raffinose. Raffinose upon hydrolysis will give 1 molecule of galactose, 1 molecule of glucose and 1 molecule of fructose. Next question. List out tetrasaccharide from above carbohydrate. Tetrasaccharides are the oligosaccharides that undergo hydrolysis and form 4 monosaccharide units. Example for tetrasaccharide is stachyose. This upon hydrolysis will form 2 molecules of galactose, 1 molecule of glucose and 1 molecule of fructose. Next question. List out polysaccharides from above carbohydrates. What are polysaccharides? Polysaccharides are the one that undergo hydrolysis and give more than 10 monosaccharide units. Example for polysaccharides, here you can see this example: starch, cellulose and glycogen are example for polysaccharides. Next, list out sugars from above carbohydrates. Sugars are sweet to taste, right? They are crystalline and water soluble. Opposite for sugars is non-sugars. Non-sugars are not sweet to taste, they are amorphous and they are water insoluble. Now let's go for this question here. List out sugars from above carbohydrates. So all monosaccharides and all oligosaccharides are example for sugars. You can see here, starting from here: glyceraldehyde, threose, erythrose, ribose, arabinose, xylose, lysose, allose, maltose, glucose, mannose, glucose, indose, galactose, thallose, fructose, sucrose, maltose, lactose, raffinose, stachyose. All of them are example for sugars. They are sweet to taste, crystalline and water soluble. Next, list out non-sugars from above carbohydrates. Non-sugars will not be sweet to taste and they are amorphous and water insoluble. Example for non-sugars: starch, cellulose, glycogen are example for non-sugars. Clear? Next question. List out reducing sugars. This is a very important question which will be repeatedly asked during competitive exams. Now let's see the definition for reducing sugars. Reducing sugars are the saccharides that can reduce Tollens reagent and Fehling's reagent. Okay. Reducing sugar will react with the Tollens reagent and form silver mirror. A reducing sugar gives red precipitate with Fehling's solution. Example for reducing sugars: all monosaccharides and all disaccharides except sucrose are the example for reducing sugars. Next, very important point: all reducing sugars will exhibit meta-rotation. Opposite for reducing sugars is non-reducing sugars. Non-reducing sugars are the saccharides which do not reduce Fehling's reagent and Tollens reagent. Example for non-reducing sugars: All polysaccharides are example for non-reducing sugars. Next, all non-reducing sugars do not exhibit beta rotation. Now let's go for solving questions with respect to reducing sugar and non-reducing sugars. So here, list out reducing sugars from above carbohydrates. We know the generalization that all monosaccharides and all disaccharide except sucrose are example for reducing sugars. So here is the list of monosaccharides. All monosaccharides, clear, and all disaccharides except sucrose are example for reducing sugars. Next question. List out non-reducing sugars from above carbohydrates. Apart from the previous one, the remaining all are example for non-reducing sugars. Example for non-reducing sugars: sucrose, starch, cellulose, glycogen are example for non-reducing sugars. Next question. Write hydrolysis products of above carbohydrates. We know that monosaccharides do not undergo further hydrolysis. All these things are monosaccharides. They don't undergo further hydrolysis. Here also all of them are monosaccharides. They do not undergo further hydrolysis. Sucrose upon hydrolysis will give alpha glucose plus beta fructose. Maltose undergo hydrolysis and form two molecules of alpha glucose. Lactose undergo hydrolysis and forms beta galactose and beta glucose. Raffinose undergo hydrolysis to form galactose, glucose and fructose. Stichiose undergo hydrolysis to form two molecules of galactose, one molecule of glucose and one molecule of fructose. That's why it's called as a tetrasaccharide. Starch, cellulose and glycogen, they undergo hydrolysis to form n molecules of glucose, where n is a very large number. That's why these are called as polysaccharides. Clear? Next question. List out C2 epimers from above carbohydrates. Now the question is, what are epimers? Epimers are the diastereomers that differ only in the configuration about a single carbon atom. So these are the diastereomers that differ in configuration at a single carbon atom. Epimers are further classified as C2 epimer, C3 epimer and C4 epimers. C2 epimers differ in configuration at second carbon. C3 epimers differ in configuration at third carbon. C4 epimers will differ in configuration at fourth carbon. Clear? Now let's go for questions related to these epimers. Now list out C2 epimers from above carbohydrates. C2 epimers differ in configuration at second carbon. Example for C2 epimers. So these are a pair of compounds. Example for C2 epimers are triose, erythrose, ribose and arabinose, xylose, lysose, allose, maltose, glucose, mannose, gullose, indose, galactose and thallose are example for C2 epimers that differ in configuration at second carbon. C3 epimers. These are the diastereomers that differ in configuration at third carbon. They differ in configuration at third carbon. Example for C3 epimers, you can see here: ribose, xylose, arabinose, lysose are the example for C3 epimers. Some more example for C3 epimers, you can check it here: allose, glucose, maltose, mannose, glucose, indose, right? Gullose, galactose, indose, thallose are the example for the C3 epimers. Next, C4 epimers. They differ in configuration at fourth carbon. Example for C4 epimers: allose, gullose, maltose, indose, glucose and galactose are example for C4 epimers. It is there in our NCERT textbook also. Mannose and thallose are example for C4 epimers. Right? So today we'll stop the class. That's the end of the class.